Hello. In this video, we will be looking at how to sort and filter data in Excel. Now, considering that everybody would be using these options frequently, I would be showing this shortcut and fastest way of sorting and filtering the data. This will help you in cutting down the time you spend on Excel. Now, before we begin, make sure you have cleaned the data and made it in a proper workable format by deleting blank columns and blank rows, by ensuring column names are there, by removing merged cells, merged rows, merged columns, etc. Because if this part is not done, then we will not be getting accurate results by using the sorting and filtering options. We have covered all these points in detail in our previous videos. I'm also adding video link in the description. In case if you have missed before, then I would request you to please have a look at that video first and then come to the sorting and filtering options video again. And believe me, it is the most important step before we start to work on Excel. So I recommend you watch that video first. So I have a sales data which we'll be referring today, and in which I have the order date, the region, the salesman, the items bought, quantity, cost, and then the total value. So we'll be referring to this data today to understand the sorting and filtering options. So before we begin, we need to make sure that we don't have any merged column or merged rows, and we don't have any column without a column name. Okay, and we clean the data properly. We have to make sure that the date are in date format, and text could be in text format or in general format, but numbers has to be in numeric format, you can see here. And the next thing that we need to keep in mind is we should not be selecting the data to apply sort or filter. If your data is proper, then without even selecting any of the data, it should work automatically. Again, it's very important that we don't select the data and sort. If I have selected only this column, then only this column will be sorted, and then the data will not be proper. So it is very important to make sure we don't select any data. We can keep this cell selected. If we have to sort this column, then we have to keep this cell selected. Any of the cell within the column, you can keep it selected, it will automatically work. So now if I have to sort this data based on order date, like it has a mixture of 2019 2020 data, so then if I have to sort this data based on the order date, then what I should do, I should click anywhere on the order date. So I'll click, for example, here, and then click on the home tab. You see sort and filtering. From here you can sort, or you can go to data and you'll see here sort and filter, in which the left hand side you'll see the sort ascending to descending, descending to ascending, and then you'll also have a custom sort option, and then on the right side you'll see the filter and clear filter, reapply filter, and advanced filter options. So now if I have to sort the data, so what I can do is I can directly come here and see it says sort oldest to newest. Now Excel knows that this column that I've selected is a date column. So automatically it says sort oldest to newest. If it was a text, then it would say sort A to Z. If it is a number, then it would automatically say sort smallest to largest. For these options to work properly, we have to format the cells. So that's why, like we have seen in the earlier videos, we would first format the cells in proper way. Date should be in date, number should be in number, text could be in text or in general form. So once we have done it, then these options will work properly. So now I click in here, and then I can sort oldest to newest. So the moment I click this, it will automatically sort ascending. If I click this, then it will automatically sort descending. Now I'll click here. You'll see for a fraction of a second the entire data gets selected. This happens only if it's in a proper formatted table, so then it will apply to the entire data range. It is very accurate in that case. So this is how usually the sort is when applied. So for that we go to data and click on these options, ascending or descending. But the same thing can be done very easily by using the shortcuts. So I'll just undo, and now I have to use this function of sort oldest to newest. So what I'll do is I'll press Alt A SA, and it will automatically sort the data. That's the shortcut for that. Alt A is to open the data tab. So now I pressed Alt A, it opens the data tab, and then it shows SA is for this function, SD sort descending is for this, and SS this one is for the custom sort option. Okay, so I pressed SA, it went here. So now if on the same column, if I'm here and I press Alt A SD, it will automatically sort the data descending way. So this is how you reduce the time. Instead of navigating here and there to the menus and then finding the options and clicking on them, we can directly use these shortcuts to sort it out. Now say I want to sort the data based on the total value. So I'll be here. I will directly press Alt A SA. Okay. Now if you have to sort two or more columns, so we can use this custom sort option. When we click on it, it opens up a pop-up and it has automatically selected the entire range. You can see that. This happens only if the data is proper. So now we see here all these tabs. We need to make sure this option is there. My data has headers. This is very important. If this is not clicked, means it is considering the headers also for sorting options. And then it will show you here the column names directly instead of the actual heading that we have. So it has to be selected and then make sure that those headings are appearing here. So now it says column. You can select the column which you want. Now the last column that we had sorted was total value, so it is by default coming in. So I can say, okay, region I want to sort first, like all central, east, west, and all those regions that are appearing. I want them to be sorted on first. And then I can click on add level and I can select which other one I want the salesman wise. So I'll click on salesman. So these two, how I want, so region, I want based on the values. I want it to be sorted from A to Z. And then salesman again based on values, I want it to be sorted A to Z. So I can click here to see more options. So instead of values, you can also filter based on cell color or font color, or in case if you have any icons built in on the cell, then you can sort the data based on that as well. So now if I apply this, then what it will do, it will first consider this region to sort. So it has sorted all central put together once, and then it is gone to east and then west. Similarly, the second filter that is second sorting that it has applied is for the salesman. So all salesmen A to Z. Okay, so now you see this entire data is properly sorted out based on our criteria. Okay, the same option, I will undo it. The same thing that we can do, we can apply our own logics. So what I'll do is first I'll be on region and I'll say alt A SA. So first it is sorted based on the region. Then I'll come here and I'll say alt A SA. So now it is sorted. So if you see the pop-up that we have used for this custom sort, whatever value this has done, the same thing now it has happened with the shortcuts that we have done. Alt ASA first we used to sort these regions, and then the same shortcut we used to sort the salesman. So the output is the same because first we did sorting for region, second we did sorting for the salesman. So the output has become same. Okay. So use the shortcuts to get our work done faster. We have some more on the sorting options. Like for example, if I have these cells which are in marked in yellow and then some of the cells are marked in red and rest are left as is. So what we can do is we can custom sort these and then we can sort based on the colors also. So how do we do it? Alt ASS is to open the shortcut for the custom sort, and then I click on salesman. It is automatically selected because my selection was there on this C column, salesman column. So I say instead of values I say cell color, and then order wise I can give first I want red on top, and then I'll add one more level, same column, and I'll say now I want the cell color of yellow to be next, and then I say okay. So it will by default sort all the rest of the cells based on these colors. It will get first the reds and then the yellows, and then it will go on to the rest of the no color cells. So these are the options available in sorting. Remember, only if you do practice you'll explore more options. Okay, now we'll move on to the filter option. So before we continue, I will quickly undo this. So now to apply filter, we can press Alt D FF, which is a shortcut for that, or we can also get it done from this filter. We click on it, it will apply filter. Remember, the same logic applies here also. You should never select a column and then apply filter, because it will be applied only here. This is not a good habit of doing it. Maybe you will get a temporary result like this. For example, if I have to see the sales of Andrews, I can click this and I can see the Andrews sales, but this is not a good way of doing it. Why? Because now today we are just filtering up the data. Tomorrow if we work on a sheet which has formulas and all, if we have to modify the formula only for these particular cells, then this selection is not going to help us, because that formula would be applied to all cells which are lying in between these ranges. So never select any column or never select any row to apply filter. Simply be on the data, within the data, press Alt D FF. It will automatically apply the filter. So now once the filter is applied, then you can navigate between the ranges with the help of control and arrow keys, or just the arrow keys you can keep moving. You will see these drop downs which has come in to apply filters. When you click on those drop downs, you will have the values that are the unique values that are available inside that particular column. Okay, so how do I open these ones without the help of mouse? I can press alt and down. Alt and down. If I'm on order date, I press alt and down. Now Excel has already considered this column as a date range, so it is by default showing us in a calendar view. For this to work again in the beginning as well, if we format the cells properly, then this will continue. Okay, So now I press Alt and down. I'll go to region and I'll press Alt and down to open this, and I can use the navigation keys, the arrow keys, to navigate between the records. In the beginning, first we will have the sorting options only, and as we go down you will have more text filters. In this you can filter based on equals, does not equals, begins with, ends with, contains. So now this column Excel has considered as a text column, so that is why it is giving you these options. Same filter, if I try to apply it to a date column, when I go here, then it will say okay, equals before this, today, yesterday, this week, last week, next month, this month, last year, last quarter. All of these options would be by default coming in. Similarly, if I go to a numeric column and I press Alt down, then number filters will come, like equal to, does not equal to, greater than, less than, between, top 10 average, below average, and all those stuff. Okay, so for these things to work properly, we have to first work on the data before itself. Okay, so now I am on this section, region, and I'm using this arrow keys to navigate, and I can use this space bar to select. You see these options. If I have to select only central, or if I have to select only west, I'll use the arrow keys to navigate and press spacebar to select and press enter. So it will automatically filter the data based on the selection. So once it is filtered, whichever value we have selected, all the rows, all the columns associated with that value will be coming in front of you automatically. So this is what the filter does. To remove the filter, you can press Alt DFF again, or Control Shift L. This is the shortcut to apply filter. You can see it in here also. Control Shift L. Okay. So now I am on the quantity section and I try to custom, which is greater than 50. Whichever value is greater than 50, only that to be sorted out, filtered out. So that is appeared in front of me now. Okay. So I'm taking out the filter again. Now I can apply filter and I can apply multiple filters same like this. So I select central and I select only, say, Andrews. So it will show me whatever is there in central region. Andrews filter will automatically work and the data will be coming in front of me. Okay. Now one of the most underrated or unused feature in Microsoft Excel is advanced filtering. Not many people know about this and not everyone uses it. This advanced filtering is really a good tool if you know where and how to use it. So let us see how to do it. Now say for example this filtered data based on the region central and salesman Andrews, which we have filtered. If I have to take this data out separately here, what I have to do is I have to copy this data and then go and paste it to a new section. Correct. Now this can be done using the advanced filtering. If this kind of copy and paste we have to do again and again, then the advanced filter is the best option to do it. Let me show you how to do it. First I will remove the filters out, and now I have to maintain the same column names in a separate place first. So I'll just copy these values separately, and I can remove all of these the rows. So basically we will have to keep the column names same as is. So this is going to be our criteria range. So how the advanced filter is going to work is it is going to pull up the data from here based on this criteria, whatever criteria we are giving here, and it can paste it to a new location wherever we want to keep it. So copy and paste, basically filtering the data. Okay, so I'll show you quickly how to do it. For example, region I want central, and then salesman I want Andrews. All data of central and Andrews, wherever it is matching, I want the data the same one which we had filtered earlier. Now I will use advanced filtering to use this. So how do I do it? We can click on advanced. We can use shortcuts to navigate here, or we can click on advanced. And now it says this is the advanced filter tab. It says filter the list in place. It will actually apply this filter based on this criteria on the same place if you want to do it, or copy to a new location. And we will do copy to a new location. Why? Because if the filter is applied based on this criteria, then it can delete the other records, and I do not want that. I want all the records to be here, and I want only the filtered data to be somewhere else. So I'll click on copy to another location. Now it says list range, so I'm saying list range is this. It is already selected, but I'll still select it one more time. Criteria range, we just click and go to the top. We will select this as the criteria range and then copy to which location. So I'll click in here. So this is my location where I want to copy. We can also select this unique records only. If we click on this unique records only, then in this criteria, it will take only one Central and Andrews from here in this table, this entire row, and it will paste it here. So we don't want that. Why? Because everywhere we have different number values here. So I want all of Central and Andrews to be pasted in a separate record. So we have just selected the location where we have to copy, and then we say OK. You see, it is already created a same table, exact table with the same formatting, and with the criteria where it says Central, okay, and Andrews. So these two data, which wherever it is there, that is already filtered and it has copied it in here. So this is the fastest way of getting the data out without hampering my existing data. We might be having a data which is full of formulas and stuff. So if we have to filter out the data, then it would become slower if we try to apply filter or sort and work on the data which already has formulas. So which is heavy data, so it might take time. So if you use advanced filtering, then this is going to help you in extracting the data out of it based on our criteria quickly. Okay, now let me clear this data and we will look into one more option. Now say for example, if I have to find out how many pencils have been sold, I just want to filter the pencils and list on the pencils only here. So what we can do is we can remove all of these and we can quickly write down in the item, we can write down pencil. So whatever pencils are there, that would be listed here. So here I can apply advanced filter. It is already selected this range and it is also selected the criteria range. I'll just say copy to a new location. In new location, I'm giving up this area. Okay, and I say okay. So whatever pencils are there, that pencils have been listed on here, and whoever is the salesman sold pencil gets listed on here. Okay, now say I want to check for chairs, how many chairs have been sold. So what I can do is directly I can go and I can mention chair here, and now I can go to advanced filter, copy to a new location. So this is my new location and I click OK. So wherever we have chair sale, just because we have applied filter here, so now I have pencil all listed together, chair I have all listed together. So this is how quickly we can filter out the data without disturbing the data. We can segregate the data separately. Okay, let me delete this. If we have to apply some other filter, like for example, I want to know wherever the value is greater than 1000. So I can write down here greater than 1000. So now let us try to apply filter. This also will work. Now copy to a new location. Now this is my new location and I can enter this. So wherever the value from this table, wherever the value is greater than 1000, filtered out, and that will all be copied in here. This is another way of doing it. So say for example, if we have some price buckets, so we can use this kind of filter to segregate the data based on price buckets. Okay, so this is one actually unknown tool which people don't use it frequently, but can be actually used in our day-to-day life efficiently. Okay, so these are the topics that we cover in this video. I would request everybody to do practice, and if you have any doubts you can comment. Only after practicing only you will be able to use these functions wisely and properly. Okay, thank you for watching this video, guys.